Have you ever wondered why you never have enough time, no matter how hard you try? In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 most important things that you need to know to manage your time as a student, so that you can keep your grades up without studying until midnight. I'm Angelina Balgobin. I've been a straight A student my whole life and recently ranked at the top 3% of my country for my A-levels. And these are the same methods I've used to stay on top of my workload while still having time for myself in school and university. When I was in school, especially after classes and tuition, I only had few hours left to myself. I told myself that if I just manage my time better, I should be able to finish everything, right? There was homework, tests. It felt like I should be able to fit all of that in. But no matter how hard I tried, I always had more to do. I sat down thinking I could do a whole week's worth of work in one night, and I never could. I felt behind even when I was working late. And part of the problem was that I was treating everything as equally urgent. Sleep felt optional, rest felt negotiable, and I was trying to copy other students without asking whether it actually made sense for me. What actually helped me was accepting one uncomfortable truth. There is only so much I can do in a day. So instead of asking how do I fit everything in, I started asking what actually matters today, this week, and in the long term. If it was a small test, I would give it maybe 1 hour, even just the day before. If it was about my final exam prep, I might give it more priority. Time management wasn't about doing more, it was about choosing deliberately. Once I started choosing what mattered, the next problem showed up. Even when I knew my priorities, I'd still sit down, look at the work, and struggle to start. And that's where the second part of this video comes in. Chosen my priority for the day. It's 5 p.m. I've set aside 1 hour to work. I sit down to start. On paper it should work, but it doesn't. Time passes and I haven't touched anything. The reason isn't laziness, it's that it feels too heavy. I don't know exactly what to do, or how long it will take, or what even done looks like. So my brain freezes and I can't get started. What helped me the most was learning how to make the task feel as easy as possible before even starting. And that meant breaking it down very intentionally. So I would ask myself, what does it actually take to finish this task? What's the very first step? What does done look like? What is the minimum viable finished version? Once I stopped treating tasks like one big scary block, starting became much easier. But even when I did start, I ran into another problem. I didn't stop. And that's where the third part of this video comes in. So even when I managed to sit down and start working, I would almost always go past the time I had planned. I'd tell myself, let me improve it just a little more, or I might as well finish it properly while I'm here. And so an hour turned into 3. What made this worse is that this usually happened on things that weren't even that important. I'd put way too much effort in small tasks. I'd get tired, get headaches, and have no energy left for things that actually did matter. What helped me was to decide to stop on purpose. So once I reached this minimal, viable, finished version I had thought about previously, I would simply stop, even if I felt like I could do more. It is only by taking care of these 3 things that I was able to even follow any time blocks or schedule I made for myself. Thanks for watching, but everything I've shared about managing your time in this video won't work if you don't understand how effort actually turns into results. So before you try to optimize your schedule, check out this video right here where I break down how I achieved my academic goals and how you can do the same.